You know that you need more of a life outside of English teaching when you see the opportunity for grammar practice out of a worldwide pandemic. So obviously I do need a bit more of a life outside of English teaching. I'm Jo Gakonga from ELT-Training.com, and in this video I'm going to give you an idea for using the present perfect for unfinished time or unfinished actions in a personalised way that will really motivate your learners to speak, I hope. The present perfect is a notoriously tricky tense. It's got many different meanings and often it doesn't have a direct equivalent in the learner's first language. One of the contexts that it's used in is if we're talking about unfinished time. For example, that today, this week, this year. And another context is for unfinished actions, things that we're still doing that started in the past. So unfinished time and unfinished actions. An example might be, I've cleaned the bathroom 3 times this week. It's still this week, although the bathroom cleaning is finished. And with the unfinished actions, I've lived here for 3 years and I still do. It's not always easy to find a good generative context for these uses because often you end up talking in the simple past about particular times. But the COVID situation, unfortunately, is a major event that's affected everybody and it's still ongoing. So for these reasons, it provides fertile ground for practice of both of these uses. Now, I should say at this point that obviously, as with any topic that's a bit difficult, you need to know your learners. This could obviously be really upsetting if somebody has been seriously affected by this, has lost a loved one or something of that nature. So you do have to be a bit sensitive. Assuming that this isn't the case, though, you could start off with some kind of context, some sort of story about yourself and how your life has changed over the COVID times. Or you could use a blog post. There are many blog posts on the net at the moment describing people's changes in life over this last few months. You can use the examples from your story or from the blog post to demonstrate the language, the use of the present perfect here, and contrast it perhaps with the simple past. You could also give them some controlled practice activities to differentiate between these two tenses that are really easily confused. Something like this. Now give them these 3 sentence stems. Give them a few minutes to complete the sentences and check as they're writing. You can do this on a Google Doc if you're online. Now tell them that they're going to find out information from 2 different people and find out whose life has changed the most. So it's good to have a task to do. It's a very structured task and it helps with speaking. You could give them a grid like this to fill out. Now put them in pairs in a breakout room if you're online and give them some time to ask each other the questions. I would suggest that you could specify a time, maybe 5 minutes per person, so 10 minutes for the pair in total. You can monitor around while they're doing this and make sure that they've got enough to talk about. When they've done that, change partners or change the breakout rooms, rearrange the breakout rooms. Giving people a chance to do a task again is very good for accuracy. I've already done the task once, I know what I wanted to say, and now I've just got to think about how I can say it. You could even do some error correction between the 2 sections if you like. If you want to extend the speaking even further, you could swap partners again and get them to swap information about the other people that they talked to and whose life had changed the most. You could then round it all up with a bit of whole class discussion about how life has changed. So there you have it. Very easy to prepare, really useful for a tricky bit of language and lots of opportunity for personalised fluency practice for your learners. I hope that they enjoy it as much as my class did. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.